inches. Number 3, Isaac Jones. Starting at point, 6 feet 1 inches. Number 17, Dennis Schroeder. The other guard, standing 6'5", number 8, Zach LaVine. At small forward, 6'6", number 10, DeMar. Manning the middle, 6 feet 10 inches. Number 11, Domantas. The head coach of your home team. One more half. Let's hear it for your Sacramento Kings.
So here's Dallas' starting group. Kyrie and Klay pair up to make the backcourt. Flagg is out there with Dereck Lively, and it's Washington in at the small forward position. And for the Kings, Schroeder and LaVine are the backcourt. Then it's Domantas, Sabonis, then it's DeMar, DeRozan, and it's Jones in at the power forward position. And it'll be the Kings off the tip. Sabonis in the post. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Yeah, this is Sabonis in his zone. He makes scoring in the paint seem almost effortless.
To the paint. Washington outside. Irving looking around. Clock at 6. And here's Thompson for 3. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Good on the bucket.
What a save by Schroeder. Probably not the guy the defense expected to beat them to the ball.
And with two of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals, Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, BA, it definitely takes the audience some getting used to, but for Commissioner Adamson, it's a sign that the league's changes are working as intended. So much parity, it gives every team, if well managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide open league right now, BA.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well managed. That's the key.
Lifting off and hammering it down. Flagg just springing off the floor.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Doug Christie. This many years into the game, and the Kyrie challenge is still puzzling. Coach said we'd actually prefer to see him shoot. At least our feet can be more set outside to contest. People forget how good of a shooter Kyrie can be. He continued and said, and threes are so hard to compete against, we want to try and limit those first. Brian, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's DeRozan. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Lively with a block. Irving finds Lively. Back to Irving. Lively with a screen on Schroeder. Irving for 3. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And he's basically automatic from here, and that's not an accident. No doubt, Kyrie still puts in work at the line.
And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third. And Shams, you're on TV probably more than ever. Is that challenging? I mean, how often do you have to shave every day?
Yeah, BA, I always got to be camera ready. And in season, particularly with the Luka Doncic trade, that happened so late at night that I knew at 11 p.m. Central Time I had to be ready And for me, of course, interacting with my sources and getting information is one thing, but being TV ready, being ready to be on camera, it keeps me busier than ever. I know I have to be ready 24/7, 365.
You always look good, Shams. You're always ready for TV, man.
BA, I'm just trying to be like you, man.
Kicks it to DeRozan. Kept alive. Outside Jones. And miss after miss right now.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Irving, that's good.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Malik Monk's checked in for the Kings.
In the lineup for your Kings, 0, Malik Monk.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Here's DeRozan. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
Right now, they're losing ground. I mean, they might need to switch things up a bit. Maybe hit the offensive boards a little harder. It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Here's Flagg, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, nice finish by Flagg. He makes good decisions on the roll, reads the game so well.
Kings trail by 9. Some around the league, Shams, saying the Big Three super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, BA, the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly is designed for parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. We saw Miami with their Big Three win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product of the salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple stars in today's NBA to win.
Let's see it.
And while we have a moment, here's a good chance to bring up the top rebounders in the NBA this season. The 4th spot held by Domantas Sabonis.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
Here's DeRozan. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
LaVine against Thompson. LaVine passes to Sabonis. Rejected by Lively. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Ellis is checked in for Zach LaVine.
Number 23, Ellis.
Here's DeRozan. And another miss by Sacramento.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Pass to Flagg. Just 5 on the clock. Fires in the triple. Flagg's got 9 points. And more, we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams' most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalances any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
Pass to Jones. Here's Sabonis. And he banks in the layup. Sabonis has gotten his 2nd bucket.
Well, that's what he does. Sabonis is a multiple-time rebound leader in the NBA.
To the inside. Flagg. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Out left to the wing. The three from Washington. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, that's already his 2nd foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Look at who's out there now for Sacramento. Saric comes in for Jones, and it's Zach LaVine in for DeMar DeRozan. Martin, he's checked in for Dallas. Marshall comes in for Washington.
You can't forget about LaVine from deep.
Left side Irving. And that one's good. 7 points in the game.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
It's Monk on the wing. And another Sacramento three.
An effective three-point shooter over his career. Just about half of Monk's shots come from beyond the arc.
Back to Irving. Martin a screen. The three is up. And they get it back. Fires the three. Irving, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's LaVine. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Klay Thompson picks one up.
Well, Zach LaVine so crafty at getting himself to the line.
And Sacramento making a change here. Eubanks is checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Christie comes in for Thompson. And Russell is subbed in for Irving. Good on the second one.
Well, one thing with LaVine, you love the way he can attack at all 3 levels on the floor.
Russell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Martin. The three. The rebound by Eubanks. Kings trail by 7. Ellis outside. And here's Saric. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Now Russell. Outside Christie. What if it goes? He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. We'll be right back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
The Mavericks lead by 7. Dario Saric is out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Malik Monk. Then it's Drew Eubanks. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And so it's LaVine with it. He brings it up for the Kings. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Malik Monk is a key player for the Kings. He said, coming to the organization, I felt like I could bring an energy that Sac had been waiting for. And it's a comfortable fit. Coming here slows everything down. I can just focus on my craft in hand, and it's been working for me. Brian, back over to you.
He's played great for him. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, B.A., Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
You think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
And so here's Sacramento after the basket by Dallas. To the wing, right side. And here's Saric for three. Gafford grabs the miss. The Mavericks lead by 9. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Count the basket. Martin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Schroeder, he's checked in for the Kings. Dallas also making some changes. Washington's checked in for Marshall. Flagg comes in for Christie. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Russell. Irving against Schroeder. Pass to Monk. Here's LaVine. Takes a three. Washington grabs the miss.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And almost all of the lottery picks in this year's draft coming out of college. Shams, what's changed over the years?
Yeah, these players in college are making so much money. In some ways, players that are going back to school at times are making just as much, if not more money than they would if they're being drafted. So the NIL money at play is the biggest story. Players no longer have to necessarily sacrifice their earnings. They can get the exposure, they can get the college experience, the big tournament. Also, they can get the big bag, the nice pocket change as well. So whether you stay in college or go to the NBA draft, whether you want to stay abroad, but in most cases enter college basketball, there's a lot of money there in NIL.
Game's popular as ever. And it's Flagg missing. Kings trail by 13. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Schroeder passes to LaVine. Over Gafford. LaVine, good. LaVine's got 6.
Well, LaVine may have cut down on his mid-range attempts, but he's still more than capable from that.
And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Monk. Goes up on the wing. And it's Martin with the rebound.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Here's Flagg. Monk covers. 6 to shoot. Here's Flagg. In his last outing with 12 points.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either. Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. That's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
And some changes here for the Kings. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Saric. And Ellis is subbed in for Zach LaVine. And Dallas also making a switch. Dereck Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Here's Flagg. Back to Irving. Lively with a screen on Schroeder. Pass to Flagg. Washington outside. Over Sabonis. And the shot no good. A bit short. Kings trail by 15. Monk passes to DeRozan. Here's Sabonis. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Well, with his ability to carve out space, Sabonis is one of the best paint scorers in the game. This team should look to set him up.
Irving for 3. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
He's found something here in this second quarter. This is when you want to keep feeding him.
DeRozan for three. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, BA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
And they get it back. Monk for three. Ellis left side. Let's go with a three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
I think as soon as it got to OT, they felt discouraged. They really expected to win that game going away.
And here's Flagg outside. Schroeder with a rebound. All right, Shams, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
Well, that was fun having Shams sit in with us. I'll tell you what, if you're looking for the inside scoop, he's the guy.
So true. He's got his finger on the pulse of this entire league. If something's going down, you can count on him letting everybody know about it.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, I like that he's really found a balance. He doesn't feel the need to put the team on his back and try to carry them offensively, but he can still bring it when they need him most. And maybe what's most important, he provides that veteran leadership necessary.
Look at who's out there now for Sacramento. Jones, he's checked in for Monk. And it's Zach LaVine in for Ellis. Irving, that's good.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
To halt the run. And Sabonis slams it in.
Nice little flush there from Sabonis to cap off the possession.
Here's Flagg. Back to Christie. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. The three is up. And it's Flagg missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pass to LaVine. Sacramento passing it around. Here's Schroeder. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
A shifty, unpredictable player. Schroeder understands how to get fouled on the way out.
Free throw good, Schroeder. And both free throws good for Schroeder.
Solid offensively, disruptive defensively. Dennis Schroeder is a great guy to have in the rotation.
Pass to Flagg. Lively with a screen on DeRozan. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
Kyrie Irving has been on display for Dallas. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back.
Thank you for joining us. And guys, Kyrie Irving has taken over in the first half.
I mean, what more can we say about the skill of Kyrie Irving? He's just so smooth with the ball in his hand. He makes scoring appear effortless.
It's been one of those nights for Kyrie, making the difficult plays look easy. All right, next, let's look at some of the possible entrants into this year's dunk contest.
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time out there for someone to grab this spot. Maybe even Elevator Ernie.
Yeah, that 50-inch vertical don't lie.
Neither did those shorts.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game. He's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Yeah, when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
On the court right now for Dallas. Kyrie and Klay pair up to make the backcourt. Washington out there with Flagg, and it's Lively in at the 5 spot. Now here's DeRozan. Yet to see a basket. Pass to LaVine. They get it again. And the dunk by Jones.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play. Here's Flagg. Washington left side. Outside Irving. Now here's Thompson. Here's the 3. Drains the triple. Thompson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And it's Irving missing. And Schroeder has got the ball here for Sacramento. Here's LaVine. Oh, and the jam by LaVine.
Okay, Zach LaVine. Another monster dunk to put on his career highlight reel.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Stan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, BA, and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. All right, let's check out the best NBA teams from the field this season. Number 1, Dallas.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Dallas leading by 18. Here's Irving. Pass to Lively. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. DeRozan looks it over. Here's Sabonis, covered by Lively. And that one drops. Sabonis has got 10.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Here's Flagg. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Irving. Shoots over Schroeder. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
The open shot, DeRozan. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Irving. Washington right side. Thompson outside. From the arc. Again, the miss by Dallas. And it's the Kings ball. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Here's Jones. LaVine can't hit.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Here's Flagg. Schroeder with a rebound. Schroeder's got 5 rebounds in the game. LaVine passes to Jones. He can't hit that time. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
Oh man, I hate this. And we see it all too often. Injury is such a big part of this game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully it's not too serious.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Martin's checked in.
That was your number 16 crew dance team. Get loud once again.
Here's Irving. 17 points in the game. Thompson outside. Martin outside. Over Jones. Again, the miss by Dallas.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Here's LaVine for 3. The offensive rebound. And here's Schroeder outside. That one no good. Dallas leading by 14. Lively with a screen on Sabonis. Here's Irving. Good on the shot. Irving's got 19 points.
And the handles Kyrie has are out of this world. He uses them so well in screen and roll action.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Hey, Sacramento, time to get loud and make some noise for your number 6 crew.
Malik Monk's checked in for Schroeder. And Dallas with a change here too. Russell is checked in. Sabonis, the pass to Jones. Monk looking around. DeRozan up top. He's guarded by Washington. Shot clock at 6. Jones from outside. Kicks it to DeRozan. Over Washington. And DeRozan gets it to go. On the assist from Sabonis. 6 points for DeMar DeRozan. Dallas leading by 14. And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Kings going into last season, bringing an experienced closer in DeMar DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis said it's what we needed. More veterans. We're a young team. We all know we're good, but it never hurts to have one of those big-time NBA players on the team for confidence, for backup, for everything. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Monk. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Russell, the pass to Lively. DeRozan against Washington. Back to Lively. Washington outside. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. And here's Thompson for 3. Nails it from 3. Thompson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Defense wants to guard Thompson close so he can cleverly shake them off with a pick to get a shot.
And we've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Cooper Flagg. Allie, what have you heard?
Hey guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Dallas, and it looks like it's a severe ankle sprain. It's a serious injury, but they're hoping he's avoided any structural damage. Losing someone in the middle of a season is never easy. They'll definitely have to rethink some things moving forward. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Appreciate the update. Well, good to know about his status. And regardless of how serious an injury it is, nobody wants to let their team down.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
And what has made D'Lo a max player? He puts constant pressure on the defense.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Marshall comes in for Washington.
And there is an undeniable swagger to Russell's game. He plays with a ton of confidence and knows what he can do out there.
Now here's Eubanks. Outside LaVine. Yep, that one goes. LaVine's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Marshall. Sweet little floater. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
And that's a perfect pass by Russell. He really understands where to get his man the ball.
And that one's good. DeRozan.
And after a lackluster first half, he's playing with a lot more energy now. Sometimes it takes that break to reset.
Thompson outside. Martin a screen. Beyond the arc. And Thompson gets a 3. Thompson's got 9. And so here's Sacramento. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Kicks it to DeRozan. Some solid defense from Martin.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Thompson outside. Martin with a screen on Monk. The 3 from Thompson. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Dallas on top, running away with this one. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assists of the Game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Malik Monk. Keon Ellis is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Dario Saric, and it's Sabonis in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
How impressive has he been tonight, battling inside in the trenches?
And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 picks, your lottery guys, they're going to come out. But the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop.
Irving with it, picked up by Saric. And it's Gafford missing. Kings trail by 20. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Outside Christie. From deep. Dallas no good that time either. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. Monk passes to Saric. The 3. Offensive board. Here's Sabonis. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
We have seen him have monster games before. Sabonis is all over the stat sheet right now.
Outside Irving. Shoots over Schroeder. Again, the miss by Dallas. Sacramento has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Ellis on the wing. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Ellis. Just 5 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Misses the 3. The Mavericks lead by 18. Now Irving. Gafford the screen. Here's Christie. Pure from three-point range. Christie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Kings have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Schroeder finds Sabonis. Outside Monk. Pass to Sabonis. Over Gafford. Sabonis can't hit. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Irving. And yep, it's good. Irving's got 21.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, slowing down Irving is a team effort. And to this point, they're failing to slow his roll.
And here's Sabonis. He's guarded by Gafford. Pass to Šarić. Takes the 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Sacramento Kings. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And looking at the Boston matchup, it's going to be a good challenge for them. Even though they expect to win, it could probably go either way, depending on how well they play.
Look at who's out there now for Sacramento. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. Jones comes in for Šarić. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Monk. And it's LaVine in for Ellis. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his 4th foul of the contest. LaVine feeling it out a bit.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Washington a screen. Yep, that one's good. Thompson's got 14 points now in the second half.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And Sacramento making a change here. Monk's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Lively. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Washington a screen on Monk. Inside. And Washington with the basket on the assist from Irving.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And it's the Kings with the ball after the basket by Dallas. Double team on DeRozan to stop the run. They get it back. Outside Monk. Pass to Jones. And the 3 off target.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And Irving gets it to go.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now here's Monk. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. From the high post. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Pass to Eubanks. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, B.A. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. The 3 from Washington. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 8 assists in the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now here's LaVine. Pass to Monk. 6 on the shot clock. Eubanks the screen. And it's Monk missing.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And just incredibly crafty on the offensive end. Irving keeps his defender uneasy all game long.
That free throw good from Irving. And Sacramento with some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. And it's Schroeder in for Monk. Christie's checked in for the Mavericks. Exum comes in for Klay Thompson. Hits both from the stripe. And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon, and when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see.
And one of our featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
You know, I got to applaud his incredible energy out there tonight. Losing again was not an option for him. He wouldn't settle for anything other than a win.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Mavericks.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kyrie Irving.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
First personal foul. Third team.
And that one misses. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's DeRozan. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a tough bucket in DeRozan's mind. He'll take on anybody.
Here's Russell. Uses the glass on the layup.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Third personal foul. Third team.
"12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Schroeder with it. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our Player of the Game. Allie, it's all yours.
Kyrie, your offensive creativity is second to none. Talk about how you can integrate that into a team system.
It starts in our practice. It starts with our practice habits, getting our swing action, and practicing with a purpose. You know, whether it's shoot-arounds or walkthroughs, we're starting to show progress right there and just getting back to what we know, and that's executing on both ends of the floor and trusting oneself.
The more you feel comfortable with this team and your teammates, the better the team will be, no doubt. Thanks, Kyrie.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, This is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Kyrie Irving.